So welcome back to episode 39 of some amazing Lethal Company mods you've probably missed out on, starting with the first mod which I'm sure you'll find extremely unique. This is the AEIOU Company mod. This mod adds in the Deck Talk aka a text-to-speech feature into Lethal Company. It is probably a one-of-a-kind mod of its own for the game and I'm very happy to have come across it. Basically, with this mod installed, you just need to type in chat and your character will either speak or sing depending on what you type. To use different voices, you need to make sure to first type in the prefix with your desired message. Here are some examples of some of the text-to-speech voices.
We need the money by Monday as soon as possible.
Now in regards to singing, there are certain commands that you need to type into the chat box, but if you need more help, the mod's website has a quick guide on some pre-made text-to-speech songs that you can try out right now. All you need to do is copy and paste these commands into the chat bar as usual and they are ready to go. Here are some examples.
Da 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 da.
Now these can be found in the mod's website for easier reference and link in the description as usual. Overall, not a superhuman sounding mod, but a very fun feature with the only limit to its potential is the user itself. If you feel that the text-to-speech is too loud, you can always go into the config menu and change the volume without any issue. So go ahead and install this mod if this sounds amazing to you. This mod is a client-sided mod, so make sure that everyone else in your lobby installed this mod as well, otherwise it will only work for you. And for the next mod, this is the Immersive Scraps mod for Lethal Company. Featuring over 30 new scrap items, this mod aims to insert even more immersive findings that are lore friendly, so it will never really feel out of place, hence the name of this mod. The creator of the mod made sure to focus on these scraps to look good and most importantly, optimized for little to no performance issues. Some of these scraps even come in randomized texture and models, so you won't always get the same thing twice. Some even come in multiple varieties of colors as well. You have stuff like cool weapons and tools such as the fire axe, baseball bat, hammers and more. Even big and weird things like a sink, briefcase and a humongous anvil that can be found as well, just to name a few. Overall, a must-have mod to spice up your scrapping game. This mod requires everyone in your lobby to install it for it to work. Now up next, this is the School Dungeon mod for Lethal Company and it adds a new dungeon interior which is an abandoned school with one new special item as well. By default, this interior only spawns on Dine and the new MAOY School Moon as well. However, that can be changed in the config menu if needed. The entirety of this interior is pretty well made, with places like classrooms and of course school corridors as well. The special item that spawns in here is the fire extinguisher, which only a maximum of 2 can be spawned in the dungeon. These fire extinguishers sort of functions like a spray paint, as you can shake them to get the paint ready and hold left click to spray them onto any surface. Just a small but cool detail added together with this mod. So yeah, overall, the School Dungeon is another pretty nice addition to your interior list. This mod requires everyone in your lobby to install it for it to work. Now speaking of interior mods, this is the Tholian Moons mod, which is a huge mod pack that adds 15 new moons into Lethal Company. You will have an incredible amount of variety here. Starting with the Celestia Moon, which is a crimson terrain with towering peaks, Meritopia, which is a submerged city beneath the waves, Echo Ridge, which is a desolate wasteland swept by relentless winds, Psi Sanctum, which is a forsaken asylum swallowed by suffocating shadows, Harloth, a toxic wasteland veiled in industrial smog, Nyx, a frigid realm of ancient ruins and icy landscape, Zenith, a frozen world shrouded in perpetual winter, Budapest, a former vibrant city now reclaimed by nature after a space war, Crystallum, a glittering cavern of crystals, Argent, a post-apocalyptic city ruins, Azure, an Aztec-inspired realm, Spectralis, an abandoned and mysterious graveyard, Echelon, an abandoned alchemy, Nimbus, a mystery island in the sky, and Cloud Prime, an industrial super complex hub. All of them are uniquely well done, and I'm sure everyone will be pleased with some of it. Go ahead and grab this amazing all-in-one packet. This mod is required by everyone in your lobby to install it for it to work properly. And for the next amazing quality of life mod, this is the General Improvements mod, and it is a way bigger QOL mod than you'd expect. Featuring many bug fixes and some new things added as well, this is probably one of the best game improvement mod out there. With over 700,000 downloads for this mod at the time of this recording, you know that you're getting your download worth. Now as I said, this is a huge mod, from general improvements to fresh new features, and it will take forever for me to go through everything, so I'll just share some key improvements that I think are cool here so you can discover the rest for yourselves after. First off, under general improvements, items can now be picked up before the game even starts. This may sound small, but it is pretty annoying at times when you have to wait till the ship to land first for you to be able to pick your stuff up. Secondly, items picked up will now be placed in a left to right order for convenience. Also, the time to place items on the company counter is reduced, and the inverse teleporter's cooldown is now the same as the regular one, which is 10 seconds. Now for the new features that are added through this mod alone, firstly, a total of 14 new customizable screen integrated monitors are added for the ship, so you can now pick which monitor to display whichever info you want, such as credits, weathers, scrap remaining on the planet, and more. Secondly, the option to roll over surplus credits to the next quota can be enabled, so no credits are wasted for the next round. Thirdly, this mod added an option to hide players' names, bring health or all items together with them using a teleporter, and also a med station for the ship to heal you to full health if needed. So yeah, overall a pretty big one. Some of these features are already available in the Thunderstore website as a separate mod download already, so having some of the best ones in one mod alone is pretty cool. This mod is client-sided, so it only works for you after installing it, but it is highly recommended for everyone else to install it as well to avoid any desync issues. And for the next mod, this is the Lethal Radiation mod in Little Company. This mod adds repercussions for removing the apparatus from its core, making you think twice about doing it in the first place. Unlike another mod which blows up the entire place after 2 minutes by removing the apparatus, this mod provides you with a different experience compared to it. After installing this mod, removing the apparatus will now include damage to anyone in the facility for every in-game hour. Also, screen blur will be a thing, so make sure to watch where you are moving. The screen blur will get worse and worse in the facility as more radiation is present, so you might want to get out as soon as you can. Notification on the entrance doors will let players know that the radiation is present inside the building as well, just in case someone needs to know. Now, if the risk is not worth it for you, you can change the value of the apparatus in the config menu as well, since it's pretty rare to find it. Maybe somewhere around 200 will be balanced enough, but it's up to you. A nice touch added to the current apparatus mechanic that isn't too overboard. This mod is required by everyone in your lobby to install it for it to work properly.